करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम सदाशिवसमारंभां शंकराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ओम सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। Hरि Om, salutations to all. So here we are in the 6th canto, discourse 18, and we are seeing how Indra asked. Indra had killed Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, etc. And so Diti was very unhappy and she wanted to have a son who will kill Indra. So she started worshipping, she started serving Kashyap Rishi. Just give me 1 minute. So Kashyap Rishi, she started serving, and finally Kashyap Rishi was very happy with her, and he asked her for a boon. She said, I want a son like this who will kill Indra. Now Kashyap Rishi was very sad in one sense, because if he does not fulfill the boon, then also it is adharma. If he fulfills, then also it is adharma. So he said, you have to do one vrat. Very intelligent, no? He also came up with a solution. Not to do adharma. Anybody else in some situation would have said, now what to do? Now, okay, you take the boon, now I'll deal with the consequences. But he was very smart. So he said, you have to do a vrata. If you do the vrata properly, the child who will be born will be able to kill Indra. If you don't do that vrata properly, then the child will become friend of Indra. So we find that this solution, when it was given, Diti accepted. So we are here on verse number 45. Kashyapa uvacha putraste bhavita bhadre indraha devabandhavaha samvatsaram vratamidam yadyanjo dharayishyasi. If you do this vrata properly, then this child will be able to slay Indra. But that child will become friend of Devata, Devabandhavaha, if the vrata is not observed properly. So Diti said, okay, I accept. What is the vrata to be done? You please tell me. Diti ruvacha dharayishye vratam brahman bruhi karyani yani me yani cheha nishiddhani na vratam ghnanti yani tu. So she says that please tell me what has to be done and whatever is prohibited. Do's and don'ts, you please tell me. and also what uh, which will not violate this vow. Navratam Ghranti Anitu. Tell me that also. So this vrata is what is called as a Pumsavana vrata. Now here, this is the description of that. Kashyap Rishi gives the description here. Kashyapa uvacha Nahim syad bhuta jatani nachape nandritam vadet nachindyat na kharomani na sprished yad amangalam. So he says that the person who is the woman who is observing this vrata must not injure anyone, kill anyone into out of question, must not even injure himself, nor curse anyone, nor should tell a lie, na shapet, na andratam vadet, then must not uh, pare her nails or cut hair on her person, nor should she touch that which is impure. नाप्सु स्नायान न कुप्येत न संभाषेत दुर्जनैहि न वसिता धौतवास srajam cha vidhritam kvachit. So she must not dive into the water, nor should she lose her temper, nor talk with wicked people, must not wear a cloth that has not been washed properly after use, nor a garland that has already been worn on her person. Then न उच्छिष्टं चंडिकान्नं च सामिषं वृषलाहृतं भुञ्जीतो भुञ्जीतोद अक्यया दृष्टं पिबेद anjalina tvapaha. Then she must not eat uchishta, which has been the leftover um, by somebody, or the food offered to Bhandrikali, Chandika, or which contains meat, or which is fed by a Shudra, not that which has been seen by a woman in her menstruation, not again should she drink water with the hollow of her joint palms, not stir out of the house with the remnant of food sticking in her mouth, not without washing her hand and feet, or at dusk. One should wash the hands and feet at dusk, especially, and should not have this disheveled hair, uh, nor with her person unadorned. She should not be not having any proper alankar, etc. Um, should not sleep unwrapped, should not have speech uncontrolled, must not retire with her feet unwashed in an impure state or with the wet feet, nor with the head towards the north or the west, nor in the same bed with others, nor bare-bodied, nor again in the morning and evening, putting on a pair of clothes that have been duly washed. So these are all don'ts which were said till now. Now the do's they are saying. Put on pair of clothes that have been duly washed, ever pure and decked with all auspicious ornaments, worship before the breakfast the cow, Brahmanas, goddess Shri, and Bhagavan Vishnu. That is a most important aspect. All this purity is for that. Now one may say, why so many restrictions? These are restrictions for maintaining the certain mindset. If a person becomes angry, is upset, has some bad company, all that will affect the child also. Today we have enough evidence to prove how the mother's thoughts also affect the child. And so, on one hand, keep away from all that which is adharmic, and on the other hand, engage in dharmic activities, especially worship of Bhagavan. Dhautavasa Shuchir Nityam Sarva Mangala Samyuta Pujayet Pratarashat Prak Go Vipran Shriyam Achyutam. So one should worship the cow, the Brahmanas, then Mother Lakshmi, Bhagavan Vishnu. Then she should also worship women whose husbands are living with garland, paste, sandal paste, offering of food and ornaments, and offering worship to her husband. She should wait upon him and contemplate on him as having entered her womb. If you observe this vow known as Pumsavana, Samvatsaram Pumsavanam Vratam etad aviplutam dharayishyasi chet tubhyam shakraha bhavita sutaha. So for 1 year, if you follow this properly without violating it, the son who will be born will destroy Indra. Someone is at the door. Give me a minute. So this is the Pumsavana Vrata and it will give the appropriate result. But condition is what? It should be observed properly. Now, when this was told, Diti, she said, I understand. And she was very happy. And she said very well, Badham iti abhipretyatha Diti Rajan Mahamanaha Kashyapam Garbhamadhatta Vratam Chanjo Dadharasa. So now this Diti, she accepted it. She said very well. And she was anyway having a strong willpower and wanted to create a son who will destroy Indra. So she conceived the seed of Kashyapa and she also undertook the vrata. Now the moment Indra comes to know, so when he came to know that Diti is doing this vrata with this specific intent to have a child who will kill me, he took a disguise and he went there to start serving her. So Indra, he started serving Diti. He will fetch every day some wood from the forest, then flowers, fruits, roots, small pieces of wood for sacrificial fire, blades of kusha grass, sacred leaves, sprouts, all that he started serving. See, think about it. She served Kashyap Rishi with the attitude of wanting a son who will kill Indra. Her intent of serving was not the purest. So law of karma comes back. Now Indra is serving her with a malicious intent. So he started serving. She doesn't know this is Indra. He has just come in disguise. Keen to discover a slip in the observance on the part of Diti. Diti has been observing the vow very, very, you know, meticulously, as has been told, following all the do's and don'ts. Now he's waiting one opportunity where she will slip. And Diti, so he very clearly said here that the crooked Indra on the continued to serve her like a hunter disguised as a game. And so, though intent on detecting any fault, Indra did not find any because she was doing it very properly, meticulously. Now Indra becomes anxious. There is no fault at all. So how this will happen? What will I do? Now, one day, what happened? Diti fell asleep at dusk with some food in her mouth. And without rinsing the mouth, washing the feet, and she had become weak because of whatever tapasya she is doing. So some pramada came in and so she slept off. Now the moment that happened, that the vrata was not observed properly, so what happened? This Indra enters her womb through his yogic powers. He enters the womb of this Diti and with his vajra he cuts the embryo. But the child does not die. He cuts the embryo into 7 pieces. Today we may wonder how it is possible. See, there are creatures even today, some worms and many of these creatures, if you see, if you cut them, they will become two independent creatures. They don't die. At some point, the biological death will happen, but if you cut them into pieces, they don't die. They start living as independent creatures. That's what happened here. This womb was divided into 7 pieces. And when they were divided into 7 pieces, it is said here, see this. Um, चकर्त सप्तधा गर्भम वज्रेण कनक प्रभम रुदंतम सप्तधैकैकम मारोदीहि इति तान पुनः. Marodhihi becomes Marut. So this womb, when he cut it, this womb was as brilliant as the gold. Kanaka Prabham, it is said here. So as brilliant as the gold, he cut it into 7. And the child who was there, that Jiva was cut into 7, and he started crying. So addressing all the crying embryos, he says Ma Rodhihi, so they become Marut. That's the etymology of Marut. And further he cut that each of the 7 into 7, so they become 49 now. And so when they did not die further, they in fact asked, with joined palms they asked him that, why do you seek to get rid of us, O Indra? We are Maruts, your own half brothers. Marodhi became Marut. We are your own half brothers. Why are you wanting to kill us? So when Indra understood that, oh, they are favorable to me, they are like my brothers. So then he says, don't be afraid, you all are brothers to me. And so Indra lost his sense of um, anxiety, insecurity. Oh, they are going to kill me. Now the thing also is that why did they survive? We will see that further. And Indra, along with this, see the womb, the child was conceived and then the vrata was being done. So they were actually protected because of Bhagavan Vishnu only. So when he says, Ma bhaishta bhrataro mahyam yuyam ityaha kaushikaha ananya bhavan पार्षदान आत्मनो मरुताम गणान न ममार दितेर गर्भः श्रीनिवासानुकंपया. By Bhagwan's grace, those children, all the 49 Maruts, they were protected because she was doing the vrata. This is the Mahima of Bhagwan. The whole purpose of this vrata is to show the glory of Bhagwan, that when the vrata is done sincerely, Bhagwan protects. And Bahudha Kulisha Kshunno Draunyastrena Yatha Bhavan. So by grace of Bhagwan Vishnu, this embryo could not be killed, though it was cut into so many 49 pieces by the Vajra. Vajra is an infallible weapon. With that Vajra, if anybody is hit, they will die. But here, the embryo is cut into 49 pieces, still survives. That is the glory of Bhagwan. Now, Parikshit Raja, as though must be wondering, how is that possible? So the example given here is of himself only. Parikshit Raja's example only is given, that how he was protected when Ashwathama wanted to destroy the child Parikshit in the womb of Uttara. He had used Brahmastra. Bhagwan went into the womb and protected him. So that way Bhagwan protected even them, Maruts. So that's why that is given here. Sakrad Ishtwadi Purusham Purusho Yati Samyatam Samvatsaram Kinchidunam Ditya Yadhari Harirarchitaha. Because she had worshipped Bhagwan for an year and she had done the vrata properly, It was grace of Bhagavan Vishnu only that had protected. And in fact, all of them, even when they are cut, they become 49, but none of them died. And so Indra could not destroy them. And so the example is given of Parikshit Raja after that. Any more than you were killed by the missile discharged by Ashwathama. So further it is said that Sakrid Ishtva Adi Purusham. Even once if somebody worships Bhagavan Vishnu, Purusho Yati Samyatam will attain this Sarupya Mukti. See that? Attain Samyatam. Samvatsaram Kinchidunam. And then what to talk about one one full year. Even once if one worships Bhagavan Vishnu, one will attain some Sarupya Mukti. Then what to talk about somebody who is worshipped for so long. Diti had worshipped little less than a year, and so the protection is actually of Bhagavan's, that he protected the womb. Now what happened? They all were born. Indra also came with them only. So for 50 of them, they are born to Diti. So technically now Indra has become Diti's son. He is already Aditi's son. Now he become Diti's son also. So 50 of them are born, and because they were all friendly to Indra, though they are technically Daityas, they are not called Daityas, they are Devatas. That was a question that Parikshit Raja had asked when the Vamsha of Diti and Kashyap Rishi was told. In that it was said 49 Marut Ganas. So Parikshit Raja had asked that question, that how did they become Daityas when they were actually Devatas? Ulta. How did they become Devatas when they are born to Diti? That was the question. So here when they are born, 50 of them they are born, because they are worshipful or they are very favorable to Indra, they are not enemy of Indra, so they become Devatas. Indra also had granted them that boon. So she felt very happy in one way, Diti, that 50 of them are born. But then she says that, Athendra Maha Tataham Adityanam Bhayavaham Apatyam Ichyantyacharam Pratametat Sudushkaram Eka Sankalpita Putraha Sapta Sapta Bhavan Katham Yadi te viditam putra satyam kathaya mam rasha. So she asks Indra that, to get one son who would be a terror to the sons of Aditi, I did this whole vrata and I wanted one son. How did suddenly 49 of them land up here? And if you know, then you please tell me and don't tell lies. So she asks Indra. Now Indra also, now he doesn't want to tell lies, so but now he is her son also. So he addresses her, see, Amba Teham, O mother, I came to know. See, even otherwise he has to consider Diti as his mother only, because Diti and Aditi, they are both wives of Kashyap Rishi and he is the son of Kashyap Rishi and Aditi. So in treatment he has to treat her as mother anyways. Now he is biologically also born to her. So mother, having come to know of your vow, I sought your presence and I discovered the flaw in your vrata, and then I went inside the womb and I cut the child into 49, because I also was insecure and I didn't want to be destroyed like this by a son born from you. And so I lost all sense of righteousness. He says that. Garbham artha buddhir na dharmavit. Na dharmavit means I lost my sense of righteousness. Krutto me saptada garbha asan sapta kumarakaha tepi chaikai kasho Vriknaha Saptadha Napi Mamrire. So this embryo was cut into 7 and then further into 7, so 70, 49 happened, and they would not die. So he concluded the reason why they are not dying is because of the protection of Bhagavan Vishnu, because of the vrata that you have done. And so beautifully he gives one nice conclusion here. आराधनम भगवत इहमाना निराशिषः ये तु नेच्छन्त्यपि परम ते स्वार्थ कुशला स्मृताः. So who are very clever, they are actually very clever and they succeed in accomplishing their purpose and their objective while engaging in propitiating Bhagavan Vishnu, because they become free from desires finally, and they are such that they don't even want mukti. Bhagwan's bhakti is more than enough for them. They are the really clever ones. And so he says ki you have actually done that worship of Bhagwan. Having propitiated the Lord, the ruler of the universe, who is not only the self of us, but who bestows his very self on all his devotees, what wise man would ask of him the pleasures of sense which could be had even in hell? A very nice shloka this is. आराध्यात्म पदम देवम स्वात्मानं जगदीश्वरम को वृणीते गुणस्पर्शम बुधस्याम नरके पियत. Pleasures are available even in hell. We saw that no, before that 28 hells which are described, those Atal, Vital, Sutal, Rasatal, Talatal, Mahatal, Patal, in the lower worlds also pleasures are available, more greater pleasures than heaven. But if one has worshipped Bhagavan, one can attain fulfillment. Why will one seek pleasures of the heaven? Why will one even want anything else from Bhagavan? See, this is from a highest standpoint we have to understand, to make us understand that whatever we gain from Bhagavan, even as a blessing, whether it is wealth, progeny, prosperity, power, position, fame, is all temporary. It is like asking the king for 1 rupee. He can bless you with so much more, but never asking that much only. So one, if I have desires, I might as well ask Bhagavan. But the point is, devotee who starts loving Bhagavan for Bhagavan's sake slowly goes beyond all desires and attains fulfillment and realizes the self. And this is what he says here, that Bhagavan is the one who will make all his devotees realize the true self. So bhaktas will seek that, and in fact they won't even seek that. Whatever Bhagavan wills, he will give. They love Bhagavan for Bhagavan's sake. So Indra says all this, but remember, Indra himself has the clinging for power, etc. And so that's why he didn't want to drop his position. But he is giving this knowledge, so at least Diti knows and everybody else understands that. And so he says, Tadidam mama daurjanyam balishasya mahiyasi kshantur mahasi matastvam dishtya garbhe mritothitaha. So he asked for her forgiveness. I am your son. Now I did this mistake, but you please forgive me. And it was wicked on my part to do all this, but I still did it, foolish as I am. And thank God the child in your room has risen to life, as it were, even after death, as though, meaning they didn't die. So when Indra asked forgiveness like that, and now Diti has also the love for Indra because he is born through her now. So she forgives him. So this is also another thing. While following the vrata, you see, when it was said na himsya, that was the first instruction given, that do not injure any being, do not curse anyone, do not tell a lie. First three instructions also itself are so powerful, and she has been living that way. So her mind also has got purified. So when Indra has done this, the feeling of revenge in her heart which was there, and because of that she wanted the son who can kill Indra, that feeling is gone. She doesn't say कि I wanted one, now these are 49, अब इनको लगाओ उनके इसके पीछे and kill Indra. Or continue and do once again something and get another child and destroy Indra. Even if these 49 have gone away with Indra, now I'll get another child and destroy Indra. No, her mind also has got purified by worshipping Bhagavan. And she doesn't do anything to Indra. She forgives and lets him go. Shri Shuka Uvacha. Indrastayabhyanugnataha Shuddha Bhavena Tushtaya Marudbhi Sahat Tam Natva Jagama Tridivam Prabhu. So this Diti permitted Indra and who was pleased with his sincerity because he told the truth. Finally, he did not lie, etc. So she also forgives him. Indra bows to her and goes to the Devaloka with all the Marut Ganas. So in this way, Shukadevji clarifies the background that how did the Marut Ganas who are actually born to Diti, who are Daityas, come to become Devatas. Now this story has many different aspects to understand. One is the power of Bhakti, another is the power of vrata. Third is how the mind of Diti transformed. Fourth, of course, most important is Bhagwan's kripa and Bhagwan's protection. And fifth one here we see that how the importance of bhakti is that when a person worships Bhagwan, finally one comes to that state where one loves Bhagwan for the sake of Bhagwan. And no matter what one becomes, Indra one can become, anybody one can become. When there is ego, when there is insecurity, one will end up doing adharma. Now if somebody says, Ki, Indra did all this and he got away with it. So, because one is Diti forgives. So the power of forgiveness also, how it has transformed Diti. And at some point in time when karma has to catch up, Indra will get the result of that karma also. Who knows? So these are various things to understand from here. And also how Kashyap Rishi did not compromise from, when he was in that situation of dilemma. He found a way out. So one should think, is there any other way out? What is the solution? Is there out of box thinking, what nowadays people say? He came up with a different solution and he did not fulfill his boon also, nor did he say yes and then land up in having a son who will destroy his own another son. So Sattva Guna has so many implications and benefits. And it is not that a person who is Sattvic, who is a Tapasvi or who is a Bhakta is a very dumb person. No, he thought so smartly. So be different aspects of the story. Now, this has been explained by Shukdev ji. So Parikshit Raja asks that please tell me more details. Vratam Pumsavanam Brahman Bhavata Yadudiritam Tasya Veditum Ichhami Yena Vishnu Prasidati. Because he is a Bhakta, he wants to know what is the more details he wants to know. What Kashyap Rishi told Diti was certain details. He wants to know more. And his focus is by which Bhagwan Vishnu will be pleased. Diti's purpose was to have a son who will destroy Indra. So he wants to know, okay, that was customized for Diti because she wanted a son. Now, what exactly is that vrata which it should be done? By which what will happen? Vishnu prasidati, by which Vishnu Bhagwan will be pleased. So Shukdev ji, he explains this now. Shri Shuka Uvacha Shukle Margashire Pakshe Yoshid Bharturanugnyaya Arabheta Vratamidam Sarvakamika Maditaha. So this vrata, when it should be observed, it will fulfill all desires. Sarvakamikam Aditaha. So it will fulfill all desires from the Shukle Margashire Pakshe, from the first day of the Shukla Paksha of the Margashirsh month. And with the husband's permission, one should start this vrata. Then Second thing, what should be done? The story of the Marut should be heard. Nishamya Marutam Janma Brahmanan Anumantriya cha Snatva Shukladati Shukle Vasita Lankritambare Pujayet Pratarashat Prak Bhagavantam Shriyasaha. So, having heard the story about the Marut Ganas and having consulted the Brahmanas, after cleaning her teeth, finishing her bath, covered herself with fresh white pieces of cloth, adorning herself with ornaments, she should then worship Bhagwan Vishnu along with Mother Lakshmi. And Pratarashat Prak, before the breakfast. Then Alam te nirapekshaya purna kama namostute mahavibhuti pataye namah sakala siddhaye. This is the main line. Main mantra is this. What is that? Whatever you already have is enough for you. Alam te nirapekshaya, because you are free from all expectations, desires. Nirapekshaya. This is all about Bhagwan. These are qualities of Bhagwan. Purna kama. You are full in your nature, meaning you are fulfilled in your nature. There is no desire or incompleteness in you. Purna kama namostute. Salutations to you. Mahavibhuti pataye. You are the one who is the most glorious. And you are the one who is the consort of Mother Lakshmi. Mahavibhuti pataye namaha. And Sakala Siddhaye. My salutations to you for fulfillment of all desires. So, यथा त्वं कृपया भूत्या तेजसा महिनौजसा जुष्ट ईश गुणैः सर्वैः ततोसि भगवान प्रभुः. So she says that you are full of compassion, fortune, glory, and majesty, virility, and all other excellences. You are therefore the Almighty Ruler. Vishnu Patni Mahamaye Mahapurusha Lakshane Priyetha Me Mahabhage Lokamatar Namostute. Now, two shlokas of Bhagwan Vishnu, one shloka of Mother Lakshmi. These are the shlokas which one should chant and worship Bhagwan. So, Vishnu Patni, you are the mother, you are the consort of Bhagwan Vishnu. Then Mahamaye, you are embodiment of all great powers. Mahapurusha Lakshane, you have the characteristics of that same Supreme Bhagwan. Priyetha Me, please be pleased with me. O Mahabhage, highly blessed one. Lokamatar Namostute, salutations to you who are the mother of the whole universe. So these three shlokas, and then comes the bigger mantra. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahapurushaaya Mahanubhavaya Mahavibhuti Pataye Saha Mahavibhuti Bhihi Balim Upaharaniti Anena. So Upaharaniti, till that is the mantra. Upaharani, till that is the mantra. Iti Anena Aharahar Mantrena Vishnu Ravahana Arghya Padya Upasparshana Snana Uvasa Upavita Snana, Vasa Upavita Vibhushana Gandha Pushpa Dhupa Deepa Upaharadi Upacharanscha Samahita Upaharet. So one should worship Bhagwan with this mantra and do the puja with all these steps. Ahar Ahar Mantrena. Daily one should chant this mantra, repeat this mantra, and invoke Bhagwan Vishnu, offer Arghya, invoke him, then offer the Arghya, offer Padya, then Achamanam, then Snanam, then Vastram, all that. Clothes, then Chandan, Kumkum, Akshat, then Pushpamala, then Dhupa, Deepa, Naivedya, full Upachara Puja one should do. Havishesham tu Juhuyad Anale Dvadashahutihi. One is the puja, Second is one should do a havan also and offer 12 ahutis chanting this mantra. This one, na? Om Namo Bhagavate Mahapurushaya Mahanubhavaya Mahavibhuti Pataye Saha Mahavibhuti Bhihi Balim Upaharaniti. Upaharani was. What does that mean? The mantra Om Namo Bhagavate Mahapurushaya. Salutations to you who are the Supreme Purusha. Mahanubhavaya, who have the maximum glory. Mahavibhuti Pataye Saha, with Mother Lakshmi, who is there. Mahavibhutibhir Balim Upaharani. Let me offer to you the worship. Balim literally means offer. Don't think Bali literally means kill. Last time also, one of the Q&A session I had said, Bali literally means to give. One meaning. So here it is, I am offering this puja to you, please accept. And so one can chant this and do the puja and with all the steps, and one can chant the same mantra and do the havan and offer the ahutis, 12 ahutis. The ahuti mantra is little different with swaha that is given down. The above mantra is actually for puja. Ahuti mantra is given now here below in the 8th shloka here. 19th chapter, 8th shloka. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahapurushaya Mahavibhuti Pataye Swaha. That's all. The earlier one can be for puja and japa. This is for havan. Shriyam Vishnum cha Varadad Avisha Varada Avisham Prabhu Prabhavavabhav Bhaktya Sampujaye Nityam Yadichet Sarva Sampadaha. Now one should duly worship with devotion every day Bhagavan Vishnu and Mother Lakshmi, and both of them will confer boons on the devotees, and whatever is required they will give in abundant measure. If one wants all kinds of fortune and everything, then one should worship both of them. One should fall prostrate on the ground with a mind humble through devotion, repeat the mantras which have been said 10 times, and then utter the following hymn. Yuvam tu Vishwasya Vibhu. Sorry, the tune is different. Yuvam cha Vishwasya Vibhu Jagata Karanam Param Iyam hi Prakriti Sukshma Maya Shaktir Duratyaya Tasya Adhishvara Sakshad Tvameva Purusha Paraha Tvam Sarva Yajna Ijyeyam Kriyeyam Phalabhug Bhavan Guna Vyaktiriyam Devi Vyanjako Guna Bhug Bhavan Tvam hi Sarva Shariryatma Shri Sharirendriyashaya Nama Rupe Bhagavati Pratyayastvamapashrayah Yatha Yuvam Trilokasya Varadau Parameshtinau Tatha Sa Uttama Shloka Santu Satya Mahashishaha. This is Tutiya Bhagwan only. So you are the sovereign of the whole universe as well as the ultimate cause of the world. Yuvam tu. Yuvam means both of them. Tvam Yuvam Yuyam. So Yuvam is dual number. Yuvam means Bhagwan and Mother Lakshmi both. So you are the cause of the whole universe. Yuvam tu Vishwasya Vibhu Jagata Karanam Param. Supreme cause, all pervasive, supreme cause of the whole universe. And Iyam hi Prakriti Sukshma. She, Mahalakshmi Devi, is the Sukshma Prakriti, unmanifest Prakriti. And Maya Shakti Duratyaya, very difficult to cross that Maya power. She is that Maya power. And you are Tasya Adhishvara, you are the Lord of that Maya, which is Mahalakshmi. Sakshat Tvameva Purusha Para, and you are the Supreme Purusha, the infinite consciousness. Tvammi Sarva Yajna Ijyayam, you are the one who is to be worshipped through all the yajnas. Kriyayam Phalabhug Bhavan. And so Tvam Sarva Yajna Ijayam. Vishnu Bhagwan is the one who is worshipped through all the yajnas, and Ijyayam is that for Vishnu Bhagwan. Then Kriyayam. Who is Mother Lakshmi? So she is an embodiment of all faith. and she is the Kriyayam, worldly activity, and Falabhuk Bhavan, and you are the Falabhuk, you are the enjoyer. So the worshipper worships Bhagwan through the yajna, all the kriya and everything that happens, action, not only spiritual, but all the other actions in the worldly realm also. She is the kriya shakti behind all that. And who is the enjoyer of that result of all the karmas that a jiva does? That enjoyer also is Bhagwan only. Falabhuk Bhagwan. Then Guna Vyaktiriyam Devi, this divine mother is the embodiment of the three gunas. Vyanjako Guna Bhuk Bhavan, and you are the time spirit that makes the gunas manifest, and you are the very cosmic person who enjoys them also, enjoys the uh, result of these three gunas, Guna Bhuk Bhavan. Tammi Shariryatma Shri Sharirendriyashayah. Again, you are the soul, the consciousness of every jiva. And who is Mother Shri? She represents the matter. So Sharira, Indriya, etc. The body, mind, senses, everything. She is the Prakriti and you are the Purusha. She is the conscious. She is the matter. You are the consciousness. Then Nama Rupe Bhagavati. She represents all the various names and forms, etc. Pratyayastvam Apashaya, and you are the inner self, who is the base of all these. Yatha Yuam Trilokasya Varadau Parameshtinau. You are the supreme rulers of all the three worlds, and you confer the boons on your devotees. And so my Tatha Ma Uttama Shloka Santu Satya Mahashishah. So let my lofty aspirations prove true, O Lord of excellent renown. So that way one praises Bhagwan, having done the puja, done the ahutis, and then you praise Bhagwan with all these. Now, having done that, what should one do? Having thus extolled Lord Vishnu and Mother Lakshmi, uh, and after removing the food served before them, one should offer them water. Offer water to Bhagwan to rinse the mouth. Then one should worship to continue to worship them, offer them betel leaves and all that. And then with a mind humble through devotion, one should extol him by the means of a hymn. And after the whole puja is over, the flowers, the remnants of the puja. So one flower is taken, one smells it, puts it on the ear. So that is all given here. After smelling the remnants of the offering, should duly worship Sri Hari once more. And then once more you can worship. Meaning how much ever bhav one has, as per that one continue to worship Bhagwan. Then the woman should serve her husband too with supreme devotion, offering him his beloved objects and accounting him as the supreme person himself. While the loving husband should personally assist in all the duties of his wife, high and low alike. So both of them should serve each other. See, very clearly given here. Patim cha paraya bhaktya mahapurusha chetasa priyaihi staistair upanamet premashila swayam patihi vibhruyat sarva karmani patnya uchavachani cha. Then a thing done by even one member of a married couple is conducive to the benefit of both. See, beautiful things are written here. Today we talk so much about gender equality and all that. It is all there in the Shastra. It's not considered that woman is lower and man is superior. They are saying it will help both of them. So do it together, serve each other. Such nice things are here. See that 18th month shloka here. Kritameka tarenapi dampatyorubhayorapi patnyam kuryad anarhayam patiretat samahitaha. So a thing done by even one member of a married couple is conducive to benefit of both. Therefore, in the event of the wife being unfit due to illness or whatever it is, then the husband should do all the above with a concentrated mind. So It is not that only the wife's duty is to follow all the vrata. No, husband also should do. A man observing this vow sacred to Lord Vishnu should not break it under any circumstance whatsoever. Thus, observing strict discipline, one should worship every day with devotion the Brahmanas as well as women whose husbands are still living by offering them garland of flowers, sandal paste, cooked food, ornaments, and should also worship Bhagavan Vishnu. Then, having requested the deity to retire to his abode, one should eat what was offered to him. Then, what we say as the uh, Udvasanam is done, puja and all the rituals, everything is completed. Then one should take the prasad and one should eat what was offered to him. After feeding in the first instance, one's preceptor and others for the purification of one's mind as well as for the gratification of all one's desires. After having fed everybody, then one takes. That is called Yajna Shishta. That's in the Gita, Bhagavan says, Yajna Shishta Amrita Bhujaha Yanti Brahma Sanatanam. One who takes Yajna Shishta will attain Supreme Brahman. Having given to all, then you consume. Then, after spending a year of 12 months, according to this process of worship, a pious wife should observe a fast on the last day of the month of Kartik. Having bathed at sunrise on the following day and worshipped Lord Vishnu as before, the husband alone should pour into the sacred fire 12 oblations of rice boiled in milk and mixed with clarified butter according to the procedure laid down for the Paka Yajna, the specific yajna which has been mentioned in the Grihya Sutras. Receiving with his head bent low the benedictions duly pronounced by the Brahmanas, pleased with him and devoutly greeting them with bowed head, he should silently take his meal with their permission, along with his kinsmen after feeding his preceptor. He should then give to his wife the remnant of the sacrificial offering, which ensures a good progeny and the height of good fortune. So this is the Pumsavana Vrata in general. Duly observing this vow sacred to the Lord, a man attains his coveted object during his very lifetime, while a wife undertaking it should secure good fortune, affluence, progeny, longevity of her husband, glory, and a comfortable home. A maid should secure a match endowed with all good characteristics, while a widow should attain final beatitude after uh, being rid of all sins. A woman who has lost her issue should get long-lived progeny. This is the falashruti of this vrata. Who will get what? A woman who has lost her issue should get long-lived progeny. A woman who, though owning a large property, is highly ill-fated, is blessed with good fortune. An ugly-looking girl is endowed with exquisite beauty. He who is suffering from a malady is rid of his acute illness and is blessed with a sound body and healthy indriyas. There ensures the eternal gratification of the souls of the departed ancestors as well as of the tutelary deities of the man who recites this discourse. This whole thing, whoever recites, follows, Pitrus also become very happy. Tushta prayachanti samasta kaman homavasane ritabhuk shrir harischa rajan mahan marutam janma punyam diter vratam chabhihitam mahatte. So the devatas, the pitrus, all of them also get very pleased. And pleased with him, the fire goddess, then the mother Lakshmi, as well as Bhagavan Hari, also confer on him all the objects of his desire at the end of this yajna, sacrificial performance. So this story, Shukadevji ends here saying that, O King Parikshit, this highly sacred story of the birth of the Maruts as well as of the very sacred vow observed by Diti has been related to you. This concludes the book number 6. So 6th canto concludes here. So this is the Pumsavana Vrata. Now many people think that it is only to get a son. But you see here Pumsavana is written for what? It is so many other things. Pitrus also get happy and ugly person will get beauty and widows also and maidens also and the husband also, and their fulfillment of desires will happen. All that is written here. It is not only meant for a son. In that context of context of Diti, yes, she wanted a particular son who will kill Indra, but it does not mean only that. It is worship of Bhagavan. One thing is, yes, may the progeny be blessed by Bhagavan, and the vrata which one do, the progeny will be protected by Bhagavan. And so, if Indra gets inside and tries to kill also, the progeny is not dead, then what to talk about any other mishap or any other challenge? If the vrata is done well, Bhagavan protects. In that context, even where she missed out on one particular instruction, meaning some tamoguna entered the mind. Even there, the worship of Bhagavan, because she has done, has Bhagavan protected. So the point is to have Shraddha in Bhagavan and his protection is there, and to live a safe and secure and happy life in the mind, not be very anxious. Bhagavan will do whatever has to be done. And one should have the Shraddha that he alone is the true protector. The rest everything is there, one should do whatever is required, but the real protector is Bhagavan only. And Hari Sharanam Vas. So this concludes our canto number 6. We will start with the 7th canto in some time. Next week we will not have the class. We will continue most probably in August now. Because July I have to travel. There is some camp, etc. So I am not here. We will start the 7th canto in August. This 6th canto is completed. We offer this at the feet of Bhagavan. कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि नारायणायेति समर्पयामि ओम तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु ओम तत्सत् चिन्मयार्पणमस्तु. So we will chant the first shloka of the 6th canto once again, as a symbolic gesture that we continue to study. So the first one is Raja Uvacha Nivrittimarga Kathita Adau Bhagavata Yatha Krama Yogopalabdhena Brahmana Yada Samsritihi. This Ajamil portion came here. All right. Thank you everyone for being a part of my sadhana, and we will continue again in the month of August. I conclude with the Arati.
प्रिया प्रीतम की मंगल प्रीति रीति धूम की मंगल कांति हसनी दसनन की मंगल मुरली दीना धुन की मंगल आरती मंगल बणिक त्रिभंगी हरि की मंगल सेवा सब सहचर की मंगल सिर चंद्रिका मुकुट की मंगल छवि नयन में अटकी मंगल आरती पभी अंग अंग की मंगल गौर श्याम रंग की मंगल अति कटि पियरे पट की मंगल चितमणि नागर नट की मंगल आरती। मंगल शोभा कमल नयन की, मंगल माधुरी मृदुल पैन की, मंगल वृंदावन मद अटकी, मंगल क्रीडन जमुना तट की, मंगल आरती। मंगल चरण अरुण तरुवन की, मंगल करणी भगति हरिजन की, मंगल जुगल प्रिया बावन की, मंगल श्री राधा जीवन की, मंगल आरती प्रिया प्रीतम की, मंगल प्रीति रीति डोल की, मंगल आरती, मंगल आरती। राधावर कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय। ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकम, नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयम् अग्निः, तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं, तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की।
ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।